This is the Negro Ninja, and this is going to be part two of breaking down why these females shouldn't be pastors with common sense. Okay, now, how does civilization start? It starts by man and female becoming intimate one another. Okay, now what do females do when they like a man? What have females been trained to do when they like a man? They've been trained to hide it. Okay, so therefore they're trained liars. Now, this is not even counting all the makeup. Okay, so they're trained to be dishonest with you from the start. But that's who people want to be their pastors. That's what niggas, okay, who believe in HOE equality to niggas think. Okay, now the word of the Most High in some cases can be kind of hard to understand. Okay, some can say it's hard to figure out sometimes. So why would you, as a nigga, want this from a creature that you struggle to figure out on an everyday basis for the simplest things? All right, and here's another key example. You know, there's a scripture that says, you can't trust people that call good evil and evil good. Okay, look at these chicks' dating choices. Okay, now remember, there has been times where I have proven that females think this on purpose. Where they'll say, you know what, the a-hole is really the nice guy. Okay, he's nice on the inside. The nice guy's really the a-hole. Okay, and a lot of that stems from trying to escape the truth anyway. Okay, now once again, that's the mindset that you're dealing with while they're on the stage trying to lecture you about the truth in the book of the truth, God's word. Okay, why do we want the enemy to minister to us? Okay, you might as well just summon the devil yourself at that point. Okay, people fail to understand that females are a chaotic nature that has to be controlled in order for society to run peacefully. Okay, once again, itches are the word and the word is itch. I ain't gonna try to curse this video. Okay. All right, here's a simple way to prove this point. Okay, the feminine energy. Everything somebody does is very feminine. Okay, when you want to keep yourself from being weak, what do you tell yourself? Oh man, don't be a little bee. Okay, let's keep it going. We got stuff to do. Don't be a little bee. You can make it through this. All right. And here's an everyday example. What happens when you are honest to a female? Okay, it doesn't matter if it is positive or negative. It's the fact that you are honest. Women don't reward honesty. Okay, so how's she gonna teach honesty? Okay, is that not who Jesus is? Honesty? Okay, what do girls tell you when you have a negative opinion about chicks? If they hear you say the same thing about three chicks in a row, they're going to tell you to change your way of thinking. And to change your way of thinking is to betray yourself and become a different person that you despise as a Negro. Okay, and the reason why that has to be said is to be the opposite of what you are. You naturally hate the opposite of what you already are, which is why you are not the opposite to begin with. You are who you are because that's who you want to be. Okay, so for her or anybody to tell you to change the way you look at stuff or think is saying that they hate you as a person. Okay, you can show somebody this and they can deny it all you want, but actions speak louder than words. Okay. All right, Satan trying to take you off of your path because he don't like who you are as a human being. It's the same exact thing. Now, neither of them trying to make you a better person. They're not trying to put you on a better path to lead to the direction that you're trying to go. Okay. So there's nothing they can say to try to smooth this over. Okay, here's another basic common example that you know all too well. Okay, a chick can look at you, tell you how great of a man you are. You are a great catch. But why is she not the one catching you? She just let you fall. Okay, she could have caught Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty. But why would she when she can just eat some scrambled eggs? All right. Now, people fail to understand that females thrive off of your lack. They thrive off of the fact that men want. Okay, the most carnal between the two genders thrive off of someone else wanting when they are the most wanting people themselves. Okay, but the difference is they get what the heck they want most of the time. Okay, so naturally, they're not the allies of man. Okay, now once again, let's go back to, just trying to get with a chick. Okay, we're supposed to be on the same team. Okay, working towards a goal. But she does not set you up for the alley oop. Okay, why would you want to play with somebody that is not trying to that is not trying to shoot a three-pointer? Okay, why would you want somebody on your team that passes the ball to another team? Matter of fact, for this point, why would you want that person the captain? Okay, why would you want that person the coach telling you to do it? Okay, now the main reason why I'm saying this, aside from the point previously that I segue to, women teach weakness in many cases. Okay, they teach weakness and they teach you to be okay with losing. Okay, you know the stories of what they say the daddy did not come back with the milk. Okay, so just imagine the opposite of where she tells her kid that she's going to get some milk and she comes back with the milk, so-called milk all over her face. You must really like that milk, didn't you? Okay. Okay, they teach you to anticipate and they teach you to be disappointed. And they teach you that it's okay to be disappointed because that's how she runs things. That's how females are. Okay, try to get some advice about this chick giving you a hard time to your so-called female friend, aka a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, but that's what people want, to be a pastor. All right. Okay, that's who people thinks can be a minister. Okay, women teach you to be hurt, that hurt is okay, and then will say, who hurt you, when you start pointing out the fact that you are hurt. Okay, does God do that? Has Jesus ever done that to someone? What does Jesus do? He weeps for people while the female only laughs at the man. Okay. Okay, and to keep it in perspective, Jesus doesn't weep for people that deserve the punishment. Okay, but a chick will laugh at the guy that doesn't deserve it. All right, and I need to say this. I probably kind of talked about it last video. Okay, but this is very important too as to why you never want a woman to be a minister or a pastor or whatever. Okay, they don't respect attraction. Now let's look up the definition of that word. Attraction. The action or power of invoking interest or liking for someone or something. Okay, they respect attraction to the dark side. Okay, like in that last short that I made, when I said that they would keep bad touch a secret, okay, for 30, 50 years. Okay, but the moment a dude tries to shoot his shot, she'll put it out there for everybody to ridicule. Like, the attraction can be there, but if that's one thing about you she doesn't like, she doesn't have any, she didn't respect, she already don't respect the attraction to even do this anyway. Okay, so what? Okay, you're not this, you're not that. And then they'll just throw it all away. They don't give a crap. While if a man is attracted to a woman, okay, or even if she not what he thought, he's not going to just crumble her up and rip it up and burn her. He's still going to show some respect and politely decline if she's not everything that he thought that she was going to be. Okay, this is man right here. This is how graceful we are. Men are naturally merciful. Okay, therefore we are more qualified to be a pastor than a female ever will be. Okay, so therefore if a woman doesn't respect attraction, she doesn't respect your calling. Okay, she's against your calling. Now, one of the definitions of the word minister, the third one, no, I'm sorry, the fourth one, a person or thing used to achieve or convey something. The angels are minister of the divine will. Okay, you see how that is. Notice how the angels are all men. Okay, those are your homies. They want to see you succeed when they actually follow Jesus. Okay, and I said this a long time ago. That's why it makes sense to say your homie is the guardian angel, not no chick. Okay, the chick is a devil on your shoulder. You might want to do this. I'll like you better if you do this. Come smoke some weed with me. A chick tried to get me to smoke some weed with her at my old job. And she was not attractive either. I'm like, what type of pull do you think you have to pull that on me? Because you know I don't do drugs and stuff. You know, they want to just have a little with me on my birthday. Okay, the audacity, the arrogance, which is in the pride, which is also the key reason why these miniature satans cannot be a pastor or minister. Okay, now the purpose of a minister is ultimately to, give you some spiritual guidance. The goal is to make sure you're on the path to heaven as much as possible. Okay, so women have already been shown to not like men on a biological level. They like the things that men have. Okay, once again, going to the ultimate description of the word carnal. They like worldly things around them, things they can acquire from a man, lifestyles, etc. Okay, so you trust your life, your ultimate life, with a creature that is with a guy, not because of the guy himself. Okay, that is complete hatred. Okay, let me say this before I forget, because I've been forgetting for a few videos. Okay, that is not productive to nature. That is not really productive. It's productive to the worldly society, whatever agenda that wicked people got, but not actual society. You're supposed to be fruitful and multiply like God said. You can't build a society for a lack of people, which is what is I read in the news a few hours ago. The news app said that the United States birth rate is dropping. Now you also have this rise of the lonely males. Now who started this? Did the men start it? No, it is the females who are destroying mankind, like what they did when they took a bite of the forbidden fruit. Okay. Okay, even the 80-20 rule, where they'd be like, oh, just this many men is getting the women and a lot of dudes are single. That is some super villain stuff. Okay, that is just pure wickedness. Okay, that's why it's possible to be surrounded by girls being the only dude. You can be the eye candy and they'll still do you dirty like that. Okay, only females. Okay, they'll act like the most fit, most well coded DNA type of guy is nothing, and they'll drop kick him to go to a dude with a bare gut, okay, and a limp penis. Okay, they don't care. They'll use the airport to blow it up. They don't give a crap about who is capable. Okay, it's all about agenda to chick. Okay, it is all about agenda and whoever the heck is over her, because it ain't God that they follow. That's the agenda that they want. Okay, not to mention the fact that how many times do you see a girl that's really of Jesus for real? You see a lot of fake female Christians, or you see chicks show dislike for a man that is religious. Okay. Okay, then the saying that you hear right now, you're going to most likely hear a female say this. Tell me I'm lying. We listen, but we don't judge. Okay, the whole point of being a pastor or minister, and dudes can't even get this right apparently because they feminize as well, is to judge. Otherwise, how you going to tell somebody what is right or wrong? Okay, how you going to keep evil away from around you? If, oh, we listen, but we don't judge. Satan, you're cool too. We love you. You're welcome in the house of God, Satan. Okay, you're going to bring Satan, the destroyer, around impressionable kids. You know, like how they be inviting rainbow zombies into church, thinking that's a smart move. Okay, and they find that rainbow zombie interesting to kids. find it interesting. That's so cool, that's so colorful and fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then they end up wanting to be one just off of that merit alone. Well, they have fun over there in Skittles Land. Okay, that's destruction. Okay, that's a destruction of a whole generation or even a bloodline because of inaction. Okay, I mean the what am I looking for? Because they don't want to judge. Okay, that's what people fail to understand. All right, once again, women, we listen but we don't judge. Who do they judge the harshest? Okay, the guy that they really like. Who do they judge the harshest aside from that? The guy that is not like everybody around her because they all about a program, not about that agenda. Okay, so it's just for standing out, a chick will do you dirty. But we'll go and tell you some stupid stuff like, we listen, but we don't judge. Everybody's different. Okay, and that whole topic is another can of worms. I'm going to have to get to that eventually. Okay, and I forgot to say this, like how I was saying there, and like the equivalent of inviting a rainbow zombie to church and influencing the kids. That's literally what females have done, and that's why you see what you're seeing today with transformers in women's sports. Okay, and once again, that's a whole nother message that I'm gonna have to do eventually. Okay, but that makes perfect sense because chicks have always been in line with the rainbow zombie. Okay, that's why they're so-called friends with them. They really hate each other, but the girl is just not smart enough to understand that she hates them. But they know they hate these chicks. Okay, they know they hate them, and they just not gonna let them know until their plans come into fruition. Because the more they get, the more aggressive they get in this society. Okay. Okay, and none of this would happen if women truly like men. Okay, women are not allies of the male species. So they cannot be over the head of the male species. That's why they cannot be a minister. Okay, there's a reason why God allowed Adam to name all the creatures on this planet. Okay, that's why he tilled the land. So imagine, and this was it right here. Imagine if girls were actually doing these things that Adam did. Okay, then they would not be able to be redeemed anyway because they'll just be too arrogant. Okay, and the world will be even dumber than it currently is. Okay, they can do all this crap they're doing right now, but you cannot take the fact away that Adam did everything and therefore is absolute. Okay. Okay, like I said, a chick thinks that they are everything right now. So if they were everything, then everything is pretty much destroyed for real and irredeemable. Okay, because chaos should never be the foundation. Okay, man is order, woman is chaos. Man represents Jesus. We are in the image of Jesus. Women are closer to Satan. Okay, and if a woman was real about wanting to be a better woman, all she has to do is just study Satan and think about what could this nigga have done to not get in the position that he's in. Okay, how could he have remained Lucifer and just do the opposite? It's just that simple. And that's all. Oh, and that's why women they should never be a pastor. And that's all I got to say for this message. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.